Hey guys, so I'm awkwardly in my closet. Jackson's asleep in my bed because he's not feeling good, and I'll get to that in a second. Um, but yeah, so I'm in the closet. If y'all are curious where I keep all the Christmas stuff stored until Christmas time, that's where. Um, yeah, so I just want to give you guys an update finally because now I can safely say that it is over for us, at least. Like the rain finally, like truly, I feel like stopped. Oh no, I guess it could rain here on and off, but for me, when I knew it was over was our Walmart nearby opened and the water had drained enough for us to get over there. So I bought Jackson two, because the grocery store right before the storm, I went to the store on Thursday and it hit Friday night and it got bad here Saturday night. But I went to the store like before most people actually, and all the milk was sold out, even the nut milk. And I had got at the store the last two like cashew milks as it was. And so Jackson has been like not feeling good. I'm sure he's been stressed out because we've been stressed out and we've been trying not to like stress him out, but I'm sure there's like tension and anxiety in the air. And it's so he's been, you know, I was saying like I'm an emotional eater. He's been like he has been off the bottle. Like sounds bad. We've not been giving him a bottle. We've been giving him sippy cups for his milk, and he's been off the bottle. But during this whole situation, he has been using his bottle because I think it's like an emotional thing for him, and I'm not gonna like deprive him of that. So he is back on the bottle for now. I'm gonna start weaning him back to his sippy cups. Oh yeah, this closet light keeps being weird, so sorry about that. I'm gonna keep weaning or get him back to his sippy cups anyways. So, and he's been drinking a lot of milk, and I have not been like keeping it like, you know, back from him or only giving him a certain amount because he's stressed out, you know, and he doesn't feel good, and I'll talk about that in a second, what ended up happening. But yeah, so we were pretty low on like cashew milk, and he can't really have anything but cashew. Well, he can have almond milk, but he doesn't like it. Like he won't drink it. Our neighbors offered us almond milk, and he really just only wants cashew milk. He's very particular. So we were able to go to the Walmart, and they had cashew milk, one left, chocolate. And it's like, but I knew he would drink it, you know, and so I went ahead and got it. And then a lot of my friends farther out have said their grocery stores have started restocking stuff here and there. So I know by the time that's gone, we'll be able to get more. But when we walked into Walmart, it was rainy, windy. When we walked out, it looked like a normal day again. Like the sun was shining so bright, and it felt like fall because the hurricane caused like, when I say it felt like fall, it was like 73 degrees, which for us is kind of like 73 and breezy is like falls here in Texas, okay? So it was just like this emotional breakthrough where I was like, it just hit me like it's over. Like the hard part of like being trapped in the house and all that stuff. It's just like, I can see the sun. It's time for people to rebuild their lives. Like we're gonna move forward from this. So we never got water in our house. Our neighborhood system that they built this neighborhood around not to flood held up. There was a point where we didn't think it would, and had it kept raining, like had we not got this let's call it miraculous break in the rain that day, we probably would have got a little bit of water in our house. But it stopped, and it was just like just what we needed to get the water down enough to keep it from like coming back into the streets and into our houses. So we were so lucky. And my dad's house, I just talked to him, and he said the water has receded out of the house. So they can begin tearing stuff out and stuff in the next couple days. And yeah, I just I didn't want to see pictures of it at first because emotionally, water getting into my dad's house, like my childhood home, was really hard on me. Like, I have so many emotions tied to my childhood home. I lived there since I was 2 years old. You know, all my memories of my mom, try not to cry. Justin proposed to me in my childhood home. So, just like, okay. What happened to it really upset me. So I've got to upload this directly, so I can't even like pause it and ugly cry for a minute. Okay. I'm having to upload everything from my phone, so it was really hard on me emotionally. And I'm so glad it's you know, it's fixable. But it shakes you, but at the same time I have to pull myself back and be like, so many people lost their homes and everything, you know. Yeah, my childhood home is kind of destroyed, but it can be fixed, you know, and my dad can buy new cars, you know, and our home is okay. And so I didn't think I'd get that emotional. I've been like reining it in, but we were very lucky in this, and so many people weren't. So we have, today I tried to go through stuff, take some of our clothes. I was holding on to all Jackson's stuff, and I still have a lot of emotional ties to his clothes, and I hope to God we can have another child, and you know, if not, we're happy, we're fine. But I wasn't going to get rid of a lot of his clothes, and I'm not giving away all his clothes. I'll say that, because I'm saving a lot of it in case he has a sibling, and I just struggle with letting it go. But I did go through it and pull some stuff, and I pulled some toys that it's like, it's not a big deal. I can rebuy this if we have another child, or, you know, whatever. Just pulled some stuff to donate from our stuff, from his stuff. I've got some bags in the garage. I have to figure out where I can drop them off and like look up like, where's the safe place too. And I have some diapers to donate. Got some diapers to donate. Today I gave some money to the JJ Watt, the You Caring. It's like youcaring.com/JJ Watt. I'll leave it in the description box below. There's so many things out there helping, but I feel like I'm not even like, I just, don't hate me if you're a Texan, but like, I'm not a big Texans fan. I'm not like anti-Texans. I've always loved the Eagles, but I love JJ Watt. Like, that man's heart is amazing, and he's like such a good representation of Texas. So he is 100% giving that money to help with the victims of Harvey. So I feel like there's a lot of charities out there, and that's just the one I've chosen to give to. I'm going to try to find a good like animal one to give to, but if you guys are interested in making monetary donations, I don't know, I just trust, because he's a wealthy person and I've seen him do so much good in Texas. I trust that that money is like not going to go someplace bad, or somebody's going to pocket some of it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just trust that. So that's where we're going to donate to. And I'm going to try to figure out what animal rescue I want to donate some money to. I gave a little bit already to the JJ Watt thing, but I've got to find an animal one. So I'll leave that link below if any of y'all are interested in trying to help Texas financially. But I mean, people lost everything. They need clothes. Their kids need toys. They need diapers. They need so much stuff that I'm trying to figure out like where to start, what we can give besides money to help people now. So that's what's going on here. I don't know when I'll go back to my like regular la-di-da, like normal day vlogs, you know. I'm still processing the whole thing with my family home, and I, in the days to come, just want to spend time with my family, and I'm eager to be able to get to that part of town and just like, you know, go to my dad's and see what I can do to help and stuff like that. So anyways, I wanted to give you guys an update. The last thing I want to say is Jackson has, when I stopped vlogging and I was just like, I'm going to be on Instagram, because I was at such a loss. There was nothing to say. And I feel like I couldn't even give updates without just crying for Texas, crying for Houstonians, just everything sucked. So, Jackson, about on the 17th, he had his 15-month shots. And I just want to say, like, vaccine arguments, I don't get into that. Like, I just don't. It's just not, I don't get into that. I respect what anyone's parenting decision is, whatever it is. Like, not my kid, not my business. Jackson does not get, and I'm not going to go over what he gets exactly. People have asked me that. I'm not getting into it, but he does not get all the vaccines that are fully scheduled, and he can't with a lot of them that are, well, he never gets any live ones anymore, because, like the rotavirus, the first dosage, he got the rotavirus when he was like 2 months old. I don't know if you guys have been with us for a while, remember that. And ever since then, we went through, and we already had some that we were, you know, questioning and went over with his doctor, but his doctor completely redid his vaccine schedule. We educated ourselves a lot on vaccines after that. And we already had, but like even more so, his doctor completely changed his vaccine schedule. His doctor's office already ran like behind vaccine schedules. They didn't vaccinate kids as early as some of my friends' kids have been vaccinated and stuff. But his vaccine schedule is completely different. And we went back and forth about the chickenpox vaccine. It's a live vaccine. Even the doctor wasn't sure if she wanted to do it with him. And we went over 2 appointments, like back and forth about it. We finally decided to do it because somebody asked me in real life, like, why did you give him that vaccine knowing he has vaccine reactions? They're very anti-vax, but they didn't start like, you know, an argument with me. They just respectfully asked. And so I was like, that's a fair question. So, all right, the chickenpox, and part of this decision was on my personal experience. The chickenpox vaccine has been out since my niece was younger. She's 16, going to be 17 in March. She got the chickenpox vaccine. Over the years, the chickenpox has become less common in schools. Like, you don't hear about kids coming home with the chickenpox, like, hardly ever anymore. At least here. I don't know about where you live, but here. When I was a teacher, this was one of the things we talked to the doctor about with. When I was a teacher, I was like, I can't actually even remember any of my kids or hearing of any kids at the school with, in several schools I worked at, with chickenpox. Like, I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I can't. And she's like, because the vaccine is, you know, keeping kids from getting it. And the thing is, it's like, okay, well then you think, okay, well I don't have to worry about him getting it because less kids are getting it. We just won't do the vaccine. The problem comes, and this is another thing that helped us make up our mind, is Justin and I have known people that as teenagers and adults have gotten the chickenpox. It can be deadly as an adult. And we saw people like suffer as teenagers and adults with the chickenpox way worse than you can ever imagine than you did as a child. So we made the decision that running the risk of him getting a mild case of the chickenpox, which would be his vaccine reaction that we were concerned about, was safer than him risking getting it when he's older as an adult. Maybe he would never get it, but what if he did? So that was our decision around the chickenpox vaccine. And I don't regret it. What has happened is he is having an injection site reaction, which is actually pretty common. We're watching him now to make sure it doesn't turn into a mild case of the chickenpox, but he's having injection site, and the pediatricians I was able to talk to and send pictures to said that that can happen within 8 to like 19 days of having the vaccine, that reaction. So yeah, we've just watched it. And also I was able to send the picture to my friend, and she was able to send it to a family member who's a pediatric nurse who also said the same thing. They all thought it was the same thing. So yeah, we were able, it wasn't a situation where he needed to be rushed to urgent care unless it changed or got worse, and it didn't. Thank God. Thank you guys for your prayers via Instagram when I posted that. You guys, thank you so much. It didn't get worse. It's about the same. So we're waiting for his pediatricians to open back up so I can take him in just to have them look at it. But it's the same. So thank you guys so much for those of you that prayed for him. But that was a whole ordeal during this time. It was just like, ugh, but he's okay. We're okay. I appreciate all the prayers. Keep praying for Texas. You guys are so amazing. You guys in Houston, I've tried to reach out to anyone that I know is in Houston or in a part of Texas that's affected. You guys that are YouTube family members that we've talked to on social media. I tried to reach out to as many as I could, as many accounts that I could remember having talked to them about them being in Houston or whatever. If I missed you, we're praying for you, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.